Got Bo done. We're going to talk March Madness, and we're going to talk college basketball and NBA. Lost my train of thought. Hey, TMAC, if you just bump over a little to your right, get you. There you go, buddy. All
Okay.
right. So yeah, we're going to recap yesterday and try to give out some good winners for today. So I'll start with my recap. We've not had anybody join us yet, so I can get my ugly day out of the way. I went 2-2. Princeton plus 7.5 did not work out. Cleveland State really stayed in that game. We had 11.5 points getting the cover there. They really hung in there with Xavier. I almost thought they could win that game. Santa Clara under 152. That stayed well under against Washington State. And in the NBA, I was against Mr. Bo, and I had the Pelicans +6, and that did not work out. So leading with that, Bo will go ahead and give his recap and including his win with the Phoenix game.
Yeah, man. Phoenix got the big blow, like I predicted. So easy cash right there, man. I lost with Texas A&M Corpus Christi. It was a good game. It was close all the way to about 5 minutes, and TSU pretty much took care of business. And my last play was I know it was in college basketball, man. My mind just be blanking me sometimes when it comes to these recaps because I capped so many games during the day. But it'll come back to me, man.
No worries, no worries. You had the Aiton prop too, right?
Yeah, I had the Aiden prop over his points, man. Easy cash with that one, man. That was probably my best play today with DeAndre Aiden over his total points, man. So I got another great player prop today too, man. It's gonna cash.
All right, all right. We got some people joining us today. Sherwood Statty's here. How's it going, Sherwood? And BP311's here. He went 4-2 yesterday, 3-1 in the NHL, and a tough loss on Wyoming. Um, Sherwood has good calls, John, and good calls, Bo, in the Indiana and the Washington under. He
Oh
had
yeah,
it.
that was my other play.
Indiana was your other play.
Right. I don't know
Yep,
how
that's
this slipped my
right.
mind. We were talking about it all day.
Yep, yep. That one's coming back. So yep, Bo ended up with what was you in college? 1-1.
Indiana -4 over Wyoming.
Oh yeah, and the first playing game didn't work out. So
Right. So went
split
to four
there,
one.
hit the and hit 2-0 in the NBA, including the player prop.
Right.
So good day, good day, good day. So we'll start in the NBA. We'll get that out of the way until we get maybe some more faces in here. None of us are really capping the NBA as hard as we're capping our college right now with the tournament going. We got brackets going for those. They got a bracket over there at Better Center. Not a bracket. It's a contest over there at Better Center. It's against the spread, against the whole Better Center group. You win up to $200 cash. It's free to join. Just get signed up on the Better Center site, and they'll email you the link to submit your picks. Each round pays $200, so it's free to join. We also have our bracket contest, which is $20 a person, filling out the bracket. Top three places pay. So we're all focused in college basketball, but let's look at the NBA tonight. TMAC said he didn't have nothing in the NBA because he is strictly focused on college. Bo and I got a couple to give you. I'll start with mine real quick. I got two. I'll give you one now. We'll let Bo move over, and then. So I did the video this morning with the Knicks game, Portland and the Knicks. The total's 224. I think it might have dropped. I haven't even looked. The other game I know dropped that I have, but anyway, I got the Knicks under 224. I'm primarily an under better anyway, but the NBA hasn't been playing a lot of defense, so that's another reason I've kind of backed out of the NBA. But I just don't think that Portland not having any real star power, and the Knicks really don't push the pace either. I think under 224 is a good call in this game tonight. So I'm going with that. Real quick, we've got somebody that found the wrong room again.
A Putin guy?
No, this one's Shape Match Wall Hacker. They were here yesterday, and they're talking about ice cream cake. So it sounds good, but Let's go with Bo's plays in the NBA.
Hi, man. Let's go to Charlotte, man. We've got the Hornets at home. They're getting +1. The over and under right now is set at 2.4. They started at 2.39, so see some money coming in on the over. But I'm gonna take the Hornets, man, at the house. They're 2-0 in their last two games. Straight up and against the spread. Just coming out a nice win over the Thunder. And this basically just a fade against the Hawks, man. Hawks are just not a good team on the road. And in their last four games, man, they're 0-4 straight up, 0-4 on the road. And this is gonna be a kind of playoff implication spot, man. I think right now the Hornets are they're number 9 in the East, and the Hawks are number 10. So they really need this win if they want to keep that spot or even try to get up to that 8. So I think the Hornets, man, to get the job done. Atlanta just not a good team on the road. Plus, they're gonna be missing John Collins, so that's gonna be a hurt right there. So I'm gonna take the Hornets at home in +1. You can I even took them on the money line at a little bit more value at -104. That's what I gave out on the video. So you can take them +1 and on the money line at -104.
Very good. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's nearly a playoff game. Some teams have 10, 11, 12 games left. That's about it in the season. So this game is important to both squads. And as Bo had mentioned, the total set at 240. I did not make a play, but I would definitely do a solid lean. And I may look at that if it goes any higher. I may even jump on it at 240 and just let it go. It just seems if this is a playoff atmosphere, 240 will be a hard number to get to tonight. Well, they will play a little bit of defense, we hope. But last couple of nights, teams haven't been playing defense. Brooklyn put up 150 last night. The night before, Minnesota and the Spurs combined for 279 total. And I mean, that's Harlem Globetrotters kind of basketball right there. The NBA is just not playing defense right now. They're just kind of in drift mode until we get to the playoff. So yeah, we see you with your ice cream cake, and it does sound good, but we're not cooking or baking on this show. We're talking sports. So let's move on from ice cream cake to my next play in the NBA, where I'm going with another under. I'm just an under better, and that's just what I do. I'm hoping you guys miss your shots every night. So I got Toronto and the Clippers under 218. It's moved down all the way to 215. The Clippers usually play pretty good defense, but the other day when they went to Cleveland, they gave up a lot of points in the first half, and then it went into overtime, pushing it into the over. But the Clippers returning home, Toronto's on the road. I'm gonna look at the under 218. It's moved to 215. I still like both plays anywhere in that middle, even catch it live betting. Um, there again, I'm going under in that game. Anything else, Bo? NBA.
Yeah, I'm gonna give my player prop, and then we can go ahead and jump into the college basketball area. So I'm going to the Philadelphia game. I like Maxey over 17.5 points. I thought that when Harden got to the team that he'll kind of be kind of opted out as far as his points go, but it actually been totally opposite. In 8 games since Harden's been on the team, he's cashed in his over points in all 8 games. So tonight, I think he'll do the same. Also, you can sprinkle a little something on this 3-point prop. It's 1.5, even money. So I'm just gonna take him to get them points, man, tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. Cleveland Cavaliers are one of the worst teams against a 3-point shot. So I think that's live. So 2 plays in 1, man. Maxey, all of his points, 17.
Whoa,
Hold on, guys.
Timber.
All right, a little bit of technical difficulties, no big deal. We'll keep it going. Maxi over his points, over 1.5. 3 point.
Yeah, 3 points. 3 points.
All right. Sherwood Statty's talking college. We haven't got there yet. BP 311 took the Bulls plus 6.5 is now at a 7. The Jazz is my only NBA play tonight.
All right, guys. Am I back on there?
Yes, sir. You are back on there. Very good. Ron Hans here. How's it going, Ron? We haven't seen you in a while. Hope all's well with you and your family. I know Ron's had some difficult times with his family, so he's been tending to things at home. So it's great to see you, Ron.
What's going on, Ron?
Ron Hahn is in Detroit. He's in the Detroit Sports Better. Same with BP311. Even though Ron and I share the same last name, there's no relation.
Mm-hmm.
But Ron's a good capper, and he puts out his plays, and he's on the Detroit Sports Better on Facebook, and you can find BP311 as well on that group. So, you got anything else? We're going to move on. Sherwood Staddy wants to talk about the very first game, which is the play-in game with Wright State and Bryant. And I do believe whoever comes out victorious in this game gets to play the number one seed Arizona, if I'm correct. Is that right, guys?
That's right.
I believe so, yes.
So, too. So, winning tonight will get you a first round matchup on Friday with one of the top teams in the country, Arizona. So, this game will be played in Dayton on a neutral court. Bryant's playing Wright State. The line's about 3, maybe? Is it, Bo?
Yeah, it's right at 3 right now, even.
Wright State's the favorite, right?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't have action on that game so much. So Bo likes it. I think Bo gave out a pick on this earlier.
Yeah, man. I took Brian. I took the Bulldogs, man, plus 3.5. That's what I got it at. I'll still take it at 3. Um, Yesterday we seen both of the favorites cash the ticket in these play-in games. So I'm looking for a reversal tonight. I think the underdogs are live. Wright State is close to their home court. I think they're only like 10 minutes away, so that could be a factor. So we seen last night, man, that home cooking was happening in the Indiana game. So we might see those kind of same results. I'm hoping not. But Brian, man, they could shoot. They can shoot the 3. I think that'll kind of keep them in the game. They also can play defense. And the thing I like about Brian is they play fast. So if they can kind of dictate their pace, and like I said, man, I think that the underdogs kind of do a reversal tonight, man. So 3.5, man, that's what I got it at. I'll take it at 3 if that's what you can get it. But my play today, man, is Bryant.
Right on. Sounds good. Let's hope we get a different officiating crew for this game than Indiana.
Yeah,
Why?
that home cooking was in there last night.
Yeah, some crooked zebras there on that game. As much as I wanted Indiana on my ticket, I just didn't seem like the officiating was very partial. It seemed like Indiana got all the calls, and Wyoming not only got no calls, but they got bad calls. So, coach got a phantom technical. He was yelling at his guy, and the referee teed him up for no reason. But just ugly. I hope the game does. The referees get investigated. I just didn't like what I saw. In all fairness, and
Yeah,
that's
it was pretty bad, man.
yeah, and that's all you can ask for.
Even though I had Indiana too, but
It's unfortunate.
you want it to be fair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want the calls to go both ways. The first half they let them play a little more. They were a little physical and not as many fouls, but then it seemed the second half the whistle started blowing a lot more. So I took Texas A&M at plus 6.5. I think Texas A&M was yesterday, and they were a huge favorite. Anyway, hey TMAC, do you got a play on that game in particular, Wright State and Bryant?
I do. I am on Bryant as well. Like Bo said, they're a very fast-paced team. I like to see that a lot. And with fast-paced teams, you really want to see defense on the other side because they're obviously going to get up and down the court with their pace to be able to get into the offensive rhythm. It's just the defense you really want to see buckle down, which they do play decent defense. So I'm definitely on Bryant's side today. They're 4-1 against the spread versus this range of a team at 170. And between 2.5 and -2, they're 3-1 against the spread. So everything kind of points towards them. With Wright State, they're really fast paced as well, and I don't see them getting into the paint and controlling the boards either. So I think Bryant's the way to go here.
All right, sounds good. So there you go, guys. Two guys are on the dog. They're both taking points. Right, TMAC, you're not laying money line, are you?
No.
All right, so
I
both
got the
guys
+3.
+3, 3.5.
The
Sometimes
Bulldogs.
you can go -120 and even try to get it to 4. But both guys are leaning Bryant tonight, are actually playing. They're not just leaning, they've made plays on Bryant. So they will get a chance to win this game and go on to play Arizona in the first round. So, with
Yeah,
that being said,
I'm just assuming that either way it go, man, it's gonna be both. Oh my god!
that was like
All right,
3D.
it's my tripod is loose, man.
It's all good. It's all good. We got a up close there. No worries. So, the next game up, or one of the other early games we'll go with, is I did a couple plays in the Virginia game. I took the under 123. Everybody knows Virginia plays at a snail's pace. So I went with the under 123. It's changed to 122, but I still like it at 122. I also did a play, so here's the second play. Virginia -1 in the first half. I think they'll be able to. They usually come out better in the first half. So I went with Virginia -1 in the first half and under 123 in the full game. Other than that, I got one more college play. What else is in college, TMAC?
I have one more play today, and that is going to be Notre Dame at -1. They're a very slow-paced team, opposite of Bryant there, and they're very effective scoring. So, when you mentioned Virginia, they're the pinnacle team that you want to look at almost. They're very, very slow in pace, but they're just not effective, and they couldn't score. So with this team with Notre Dame, they're very slow as well, but they are effective in scoring, and they play defense as well. And they can hit the three ball. They don't turn the ball over. They hit their free throws. All the trends point towards them covering the numbers. So actually, well, yeah, covering, I guess, at -1. But I'm on Notre. I like Notre Dame a lot. Rutgers, I don't trust their defense. They only play well at home. It seems like they did have some really big wins at home that does concern me, but they're not at home today. So I'm definitely gonna ride Notre Dame in this spot.
Yeah, that was pretty much how I looked at this game too, man. At the rack, what I'm saying, Rutgers a play on team. On the road, they just don't bring that same intensity in most games. So I think
You
this
just
could be
can't trust them as much on the road. That's all. You can't.
right, right, yeah,
You just can't trust them.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't, anyways.
All right, very good. So both TMAC are both on Notre Dame tonight. That is a coin toss game. It's a 1 point game. I think.
Oh, and
Who's
I'll mention. Oh, I just want to mention one thing too. 90% of the cash is on Rutgers, and 64% of the tickets. So when I look at these numbers, 90% of the cash, it usually goes the other way, always, almost. Like Vegas doesn't want to pay out 90% of that cash either, right? So that's just another angle to look at.
that is another angle, but it depends where you get your sources. You're probably not getting the true handle out here.
I don't think anybody does get the true handle, to be honest. Some cocksuckers don't really give out good information.
Mm-mm. It's too hard to try to get. There's so many apps, so many casinos, sports books
Mm-hmm.
to get
Yeah.
real true handle. So wherever they're pulling from, like when I look, I get it from Caesars. Caesars is a brand name, but a lot of you guys aren't using Caesars, and people are offshore. It's everywhere. So
Yeah,
They all
yeah.
vary, definitely.
yeah. Hey, Pringle's here to join us. He wants to talk about the over under in the game we're talking about right now. So it looks like a consensus because BP311's got Notre Dame on the money line, which is basically still the pick 'em that these guys have taken. Because what Notre Dame's laying the point.
Yeah, the 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So your money,
134 and a half.
yeah, your money line might have cost you a little more than laying that point. Um, Maybe by 5% or something, but not much.
I like
Uh,
Notre Dame up to three points today.
all right, you can even find an adjusted line and lay 2.5 and get even plus money on those kind of bets. So 134.5 TMAC is showing. I'm showing at 134 at Caesar Sportsbook. Um,
I think it
What are
can
you
go.
guys' thoughts on that? Anybody? Nobody played it, but anybody got thoughts?
They're
I think it can go either way. When I looked at a bunch of different numbers, it had to go on over. You know what I'm saying? It actually had a lot of places I've seen. I've seen it. Notre Dame when it's 71, it's to 66. So that's like it's like 137. So if I would play it, I'll take the over.
Right on the line with that. Right at within 3 points.
I myself, I would almost look more at Notre Dame's team total over, because Notre Dame does play defense, and this game is very, very important. You're going to see the effort in defense elevated a little bit at least. So, and Rutgers, they're bottom tier team in defense. So, I think Notre Dame's team total would be more interesting than the full game, but I'm not on it, so that's just my take.
Yeah, and if it's with it only being 1 point spread, that's kind of saying that it might be a close game at the end. And with this being an important game, and we might see a bunch of fouls that could come and play,
Mm-hmm.
like that last minute. So
Yep.
under could turn to over real fast and all type of situations. So
Yep.
in these type of games, man, with that total being so low like it is, if we get both teams in a 65 type of score with a minute left, it's a wrap.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fouling and free throw shooting is
You're right.
So
gonna push that.
I'm just looking at the stats here now at Rutgers, and they're ranked 230th in free throw percentage. So near the end of the game, if they are ahead, they're definitely not going to be making their shots to take. I don't know. That's a tough call on the over, but
What
there's a
what
case
are
for both
they?
sides, I think.
TMAC, can you
Yep.
check and see what their free throw percentages are for both teams?
Yeah. So Rutgers they're ranked 230th in the country. I don't have the percentage. I just have the ranking.
I can get you the percentage. I got that online. So while I look this up, we got Dwayne Doc Simmons. What's up, Doc? How you been? We haven't seen you.
What's up?
And
What's up with it, Doc Simmons?
normally mine shows free throw percentage, but this particular day it doesn't. So two
Well,
thirty the league, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Notre Dame's
I
ranked
would check
43rd
those
in the
free throw
country at free
percentages, man. That's
throws.
gonna matter.
I think that was a deciding factor to take them on the -1 was the free throws and the fact that they don't turn the ball over either. That was a big thing for me.
Yeah,
I just don't like Rutgers.
All
But
right, sounds good. We'll move to another game. Dwayne Doc's got Notre Dame in the under, so he does like that. BP311 has brought up that yesterday he mentioned St. Louis -4.5. It's now moved down to 3.5 versus Northern Iowa. Well, that will lead me into the next play of mine. I have Northern Iowa +4. I think Northern Iowa can keep this game close, and I'll gladly take 4 points in this game. In fact, I've got it sprinkled with another dog on a little parlay. So I like Northern Iowa with the 4 points here, um, but it's yet to be determined. Ron Hahn loves Rutgers when I'm getting paid. Well, make a play on them and hope for the best that you get paid and they move on to the next round. So St. Louis, Northern Iowa. My play's +4. I'm taking Northern Iowa. Anybody else got any thoughts, plays, opinions on that?
mm, I think we might
I
see
like
some
both
points.
teams.
Well, then live bet it and take plus money on both sides. When Northern Iowa jumps up to that lead, take
Mm-hmm.
St. Louis +3 or 4, and then when they get the lead back, jump on the other side or vice versa.
Do what you got to do. I bet St. Louis a lot
I
this
do
year.
that. I do that sometimes with these runs the way they go.
Yeah,
I'll end
it's
up
smart.
having +5 on both teams, and if it lands in there, I can hit them both.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. That's a feeling of bliss when that happens.
It don't happen a lot, but when it does,
No, not a lot, but it does feel good.
So BP's on in St. Louis still, even though he laid 4.5 and it's moved to 3.5. He's probably going to stick with his ticket. Bo, you playing on that game or letting that one go?
I didn't make a play on it, but if I was to play, I'll take the over. I think it's at 140. I think it's at 146.
Yeah.
I see both teams getting into the 70s, man. In the middle 70s. You may even get to 150. Northern Iowa can score, man. They shoot like 89% from the free throw stripe. They can shoot some threes. I think we'll see some points in this game. So I will lean toward the over 146.
Very good, very good. TMAC, any more college?
Not for today. I just have one play I might give out for tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm not sure what time it is, but no, I'm done for today.
All right, all right. Yeah, we'll see. Well,
I have a
what?
lot for tomorrow.
You have a what?
I have a lot of games played
Oh, I
tomorrow.
thought you had a lock. I was like, man, you got a lock. I
Oh,
want to
no,
hear
no,
it.
no, no.
I want to see it. I want to hear it. Man, no locks, huh?
No, I try not to do them. I don't have keys for those locks, so
I know,
they're
I know.
they're
That's
tough
what everybody's
sometimes.
there. Everybody's here waiting for that lock play. The
Well, it is
guarantee.
March Madness, guys, so
There's no
Lock.
that's
yeah.
right.
Locks are for doors, not for betting. So, I've got one more. I guess I'll give. Anything else, Bo? You got?
Well, I did take Virginia with you. I took the full game -2.
Okay.
So we already have went over that. Mississippi State, man, they just on the road. They don't play good. In the last 10 games, they only covered the spread once. And the thing about them, man, they don't shoot good from three at all. And on the road, it goes down to 29%. And we already know that Virginia play that pack defense. So if you can't shoot threes on this team, we already know they're gonna muck it up with that defense. So I like Virginia, man, full game too, -2. The other play I had, man, it's a long number, but I think they'll do it, man. I took SMU -14.5. They at home. They playing Nicholls State. I actually have them win this game by 20 points. So at home, man, they shoot like 40% from three. You know what I'm saying? They got like three guys that shoot over double digits. I think it's gonna be a long day for Nicholls State, man. So I laid the big number. We know I'm gonna do this a lot, but I had to go and do it, man, with the SMU Mustangs -14.5. That's my last play for college basketball today.
All right, all right. Well, I'll give away my last play, and that's the under in that game. SMU and Nicholls State. It's 152.5 is what I bet. I might have seen it go down to 151.5. And I'm hoping on both sides that it doesn't end up close and doesn't end up in fouls. And SMU can get a big win and keep it on the underside. I just don't think in this game that each team's going to be able to put up 75 points. And that's what it would take.
I don't even think Nicholls State gonna put up 60 points, man.
I know, and it would take SMU putting up 80 to push past that number, 85 to 65 or something. So, yeah, I went under 152 in this NIT game. We'll just have to see where the motivation is with SMU to blow them out of the chute or let Nicholls State hang around until the end. But Bo don't seem to think that'll happen, and I don't either. So
Yeah,
Ron is wanting to
yeah.
go back into the NBA real quick. We're going to do this real quick, and then we're going to shoot into tomorrow's college since there's 8 games before we come on the show. So one thing Ron's asking, he's asking Bo, is what does he think about Denver and the Wizards game tonight?
Um, I mean, Denver is the right side. You know what I'm saying? I think at the line that went up to 6.5. Uh, if I was to play it, I would take Denver. You know what I'm saying? Even with Chris in the game for Washington, they just don't have no bench, man. You know what I'm saying? You got the best player on the court with the Joker. So normally in those type of games, man, I just ride with a team with the best player possibly in the league on the court, man. So yeah, I would lead Denver minus the points.
All right, there you have it. Bo is on a lean. I don't think he made that play, but it's a question that he answered, and he leans Denver on the 6.5 point spread. I just looked at his 6.5 up to the minute. So that is a lean in that play. I have no skin in that game. BP gave his whole card, it looks like, tomorrow. So we're not going to read all that off. Those that are watching are able to read and see his whole card. But what we will talk about are the games. Now, the three of us, including four, including BP, we're doing the bracket. So we're all trying to win the bracket, not only for the money that's involved. It's $20 a person. Anybody can join. Anybody in this chat or any of your friends, families, ex-wives, whoever can join and challenge any of us in this bracket. First place pays 70%. Second place pays 30%. And third place will double your money. You will get $40 back. So we're doing a bracket, mostly for bragging rights, but some of us want the money so we can bet on the Lakers next week or something. Anyway, so we're not going to give out some of these close games with these 3 or 4 games that are coin toss games because that could affect our brackets. Basically, Michigan versus Colorado, it's a 1 point game. Whoever you pick is probably going to advance in the bracket. Same with Memphis and Boise, South Dakota State, and Providence, and there was another game. Indiana St. Mary's is a coin toss. Creighton San Diego is a coin toss. So all these games could affect our brackets, and we want a big head start in this bracket. So if I tell you I'm taking Creighton and Bo's taking San Diego State, I might change it and take Bo's pick so he can't get ahead of me. Or Bo might do the same thing, but
Nothing goofy.
nothing's gonna change Bo. Bo's gonna pick what he's gonna pick no matter what I say.
Yeah,
Bo knows.
100%.
Bo,
I told you. I already got mine already ready to go, man. So,
and we're like all the people in the bracket. Bo, I, and one other person are the last ones to fill it out. Everybody else is done. Everybody's got their bracket done, and we're putting them in at the last minute. So
yeah,
how many are in the
I just need
bracket?
to go. I just need to go log them in.
Right now, BP, we got 19 people in the brackets. 15 have paid. The other 4 have committed and said that they will be paid. So we should have 19. And we're trying to. I've got another maybes. So, and if you want a second bracket, BP or anybody for that matter, all you have to do is send $20 more and use another email. You can have a second bracket. We don't have a problem with that. It's your money. So if you're afraid that your bracket will lose you in the first day or two, or by the second round your bracket's garbage, buy another bracket. It's $20. Right now, if we do get the 20 person, the pot will be 400. Third place being $40, and then the 360 remainder will be split up 70-30, which means first place will get, off the top of my head, about 225 or something like that. Maybe sound about right, guys. 70%,
Yeah, that
360.
sounds about right.
In that range.
So not bad.
I'm not a. I can't run them numbers that fast. But
Yeah.
it's close though. It's close.
Yeah, it's close.
Let me see, 30% of 36.
And second place will get you over $100. So, like I said, the more the merrier, and the bigger the pot can get for whoever going to win. So, all right, he's got some NHL. We're not going to do that either. I'm sorry, BP. This is March Madness, and we're going to give a few plays for tomorrow. I'll throw some plays out, and we'll get kind of first thoughts. These may not be official because we haven't really capped our games, but let's start with Richmond and Iowa. That's a 10-point game. So picking, a side here doesn't mean that's going to fill our bracket. Richmond plus 10 against Iowa. Iowa's laying 10. Guys got anything on that? Anybody's laying 10, taking 10?
I wasn't interested in that game, no.
All right. So it's safe to say you'll probably put Iowa in your bracket. I'm sure we all will.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. That's tough. Those 10 points. I hate laying 10, and my lean would be Richmond take the 10. I just think some of these games are going to come down to the wire, and Iowa's playing lights out right now. Iowa could really do something special. I think. If they keep playing the way they're playing, they could easily make it to the 8 or even Final Four possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I've lost some money on Iowa. They've screwed me over a couple times. They've been playing really good basketball.
yeah, not lately they haven't. I don't think. Right? That was
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got one of the top players in the league in the nation, man. Keegan,
Yeah, they got a top 5 player in the whole league, I think.
yeah,
How
Keegan.
about Georgia State Gonzaga? Gonzaga's favored by 22.5. Is anybody laying that or taking that or staying away from that?
No, I'm staying away.
Yeah. Like I say, man, a lot of these teams they just want to advance. They don't. I don't think they really want to blow these teams out. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Georgia State come in there and try to put up a battle, nah, we know Gonzaga can beat the team by 100 points. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just to be real.
So it's a stay away. You're not willing to take Georgia State.
No,
All right, and you're definitely not laying it. All right, all
no,
right.
I can't lay 20 some points, man.
Well, then we won't
I
talk
I
about that.
personally don't like to lay lines over 6 or 7, to be honest.
I do it.
Sometimes I
Well,
want to
I mean,
look at them.
if they had the motivation to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like you got so many games. Looking ahead. I think they just want to advance, man. You know what I'm saying? They probably pulled a whole team in the second half. You feel me?
yep, and that could get Georgia State the cover easily. They could lose by 18, and Gonzaga wins by 18, and Gonzaga just moves on. And
And you know Georgia State's gonna bring it, so
oh,
Yeah.
wouldn't you? They're playing the best
like,
team.
for
If I
sure.
was to take a player's game, I would take the points just because I think Gonzaga going cruise to the finish line.
All right. Well, the only other game before we come on air tomorrow um, will be the last game in this early day brackets matchups. We'll talk about it. Marquette and North Carolina. Marquette getting 3.5. That might change to 4. Might go down to 3. North Carolina's laying the 3.5. The total set at 152.5. This game's going to be played down in Texas, down in Fort Worth. That's right in your backyard, isn't it, Bo? Or real close.
Yeah, about 40 minutes away.
Okay, okay. Texas is so big, but I know Dallas Fort Worth is one big metropolitan area. So those teams are going to square off. North Carolina is 24-9, and Marquette's 19-12. Uh, Anybody got a thought, even on the total 152.5? Anybody?
Mm,
You can go ahead, Bo, if you want.
nah, I don't have a thought, man. If I had to just pick a play with the over and under, I would have to lean towards the under, man. I think that Marquette will have to play some defense, man. We know them Tar Heels can score. So I don't think they can match them score for score. So whoever can dictate the pace, and if I give out too much information, I might give away my play in this game. What the hell, man? I like Marquette, man. Let's go ahead and get it.
You like Marquette with the points? All right, sounds good. Doesn't mean that's what he's putting in his bracket, but sounds like he'll take those 3.5. He might even wait to see it go up to 4. Does Marquette Bo have the big guys that can stop Carolina's big guys though?
Uh, nah, I don't think they have the big eyes to do it, but they got a good coach, and I always like looking at teams with good coaches in the tournament games. I think that matters a lot. So I think that coach will be able to put them in the right the right schemes, and I just like the way they play, man. I made a lot of money on Marquette this year, and so I think it's gonna be a good matchup. I don't think it'll be a blowout either way. So I think they'll cover that spread. You know what I'm saying? So that's I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah, I definitely lean on the under, and that may be a play that I do make. We'll see where the money goes on that. I think it'll be a tight game, which means a little more defense. Uh, the line did go to 4, and then it came back down to 3.5. If that's any indication. It may not go back to 4. We'll have to see. You know, what Bo and I talked about earlier is the public, and March Madness is probably going to be about 80, 90% of people that are just coming out of the woodwork for the first time, really
Mm-hmm.
wanting to get in on the madness, get in college basketball. And they love brand names. They love North Carolina. They love the Dukes. Then they start looking at seedings in the tournament, and they'll take the better seed, the bigger name, the
Right.
the name
Better
brand.
record.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone keep an eye on that. If you like a dog and your dog is not the name brand, um, wait till closer to the game. You're going to get a better line.
Right.
So,
Every time.
and
Right.
if you like an
Almost.
under, the publics love the overs. They want a high scoring blowout shootout type of games. They don't want defense. They want rim wrapping, slam dunking, 3-point making, excitement. They don't want
Right.
this Virginia bullshit with 30 points scored in a game. I mean, they want, that's what they want, but that's not always what you're going to get.
Right.
I agree heavily with the NBA in that aspect on the unders.
Yeah.
More so than college, but
I think it's universal, man. I think in all sports, baseball, hockey, you just want to see scores, man. The public do. Most people that watch the games, uh, it's just not fun rooting for no scores. It's
Yeah,
not
there's
fun.
no fun being an under player. It's kind of boring. You're hoping for strikeouts. You're hoping for missed shots. You're hoping for drop passes.
Yeah.
not
There's
good
no glory.
entertainment.
Yeah, it's not fun.
There's no glory.
Yeah,
No.
but the thing I like about taking underdogs and unders is that as soon as the game come on, your ticket is winning.
Yes, sir. The thing I like most about unders is they pay the bills. Unders cash a lot more than overs, and people don't understand that. So
Mm-hmm.
I play unders, and I'm going to stick with it until I go broke or get rich or stay where I'm at. So I like unders, and you
Bro,
have
I
to.
thought I thought you I thought you finna quote some 50 Cent up in here, man. Get rich or die trying, huh?
Pretty much one of the
Something
two.
like
Either
that.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
broke,
man.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
that's
rich, or I'm gonna maintain. But I'm gonna play my unders, and those who don't like it, I just don't want to change it. It works. That's why I'm not betting NBA right now. These guys aren't playing defense, and it's costing me money. And until the playoffs, when they decide to start playing defense again, I'm just gonna stay away in the NBA. I like
well,
my unders.
with me, man, it's not about. I say it all go back to your heart and your mind. It's not about what you like. It's the numbers. It's proven that unders cash more than overs,
Yes,
and,
sir.
and underdogs win more than favors.
Well,
So
I want to tell you this right now, which most people don't understand about sports betting. It's not about the teams. It's always about the numbers.
the spread, yeah, the numbers.
All this is all about. It's all about doing the numbers, the pace of play, the field goal
Matchups.
is. You know, it's all about the numbers. Is
Exactly.
what what it all really comes down to. And year after year, when the season's over and it's all settled, the unders come in a lot heavier at a much better pace than the overs do. It's just the way it is.
They're
Every
just more consistent.
Yeah. And when I seen it in baseball that the underdogs cover 66% of the time, that's all I need to hear.
when and the under in baseball or basketball could come down to just a run or two or a few points, and the books know where the action is, and the action is the favorites and the overs. So it's already going to be adjusted
It's
to the
inflated.
Right.
right. It's
Yeah.
already in the calculations where the number's going to in a basketball game. If it's truly predicted at 208, they're going to get 210 and hope they get more action going over and pushing it higher.
Yeah.
So
And when you're a long-term bettor, those numbers, that those 2 points difference make a big difference when you're doing it every day. So
absolutely, and just winning 1 or 2% more of your games at the end of the day matters.
yeah, I look for that inflated lines all over the place. Like, a team has won, they're going up against a team that lost. The line's going to be inflated a little bit, right? Just naturally, that's the way it is. So if the other team that's not inflated has a chance to cover that inflated number, then you hop all over it, right?
Right.
Yeah,
I do
and
anyway.
sports
Yeah.
betting, it takes 52.5% to break even. So if you hit 52.5% and you bet the same amount every game, and no matter how much action you have all year, you can make 500 bets or 5,000 bets. It takes 52.5% to break even. Anything above that, 53, 54, 56, starts turning into real money depending on the amount of money
Right.
you're betting on each game.
Right.
So if you make 1,000 plays in a year and you're hitting 56%, which is only 3.5% higher, you're making good money.
Right.
You're in it.
Yeah. So all these things matter. I don't mean to ramble on. We got 15 minutes to tip off, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Good luck with your brackets. Good luck with your contests, your picks, your plays, your predictions. Good luck. It's March Madness. Most importantly, enjoy, have fun. Don't bet more than you can afford to lose. But let's cash some tickets, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks,
You coming
guys.
tomorrow, VP? Or
Anytime.
you coming tomorrow, TMAC?
Same time?
Same time, same place.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. And as always, Bo will be here. Bo Done Wins on YouTube and TMAC on YouTube. Find these guys, subscribe, and like their videos. Thanks, guys.
All right, y'all. All right, everybody.
See you guys.
Yep.